Welcome back. They, let's start a new game in the story mode. As you can see, it's not my first attempt. If you start for the first time, you only have the unknown character, really. This is a villager that you meet in the game. If you start like him, you won't see him in your story. So I'm gonna just select the unknown again, where I will just play with my standard well, physique of the character. You can like be very skinny and unhealthy looking. Then you can get yourself to become very ripped but have no like mass to yourself. You can also go for just plump. Not sure how that would work. And then you can go plump and muscular. I've kind of noticed that when you go really light, like the one extreme is not good, because yeah, you won't have any mass, you get tipped over too easy, and you don't have any mass behind your swings. You know, it's game has a lot of physics in it, so yeah, you have to keep that in mind when doing this. If you go too heavy, you have a lot of mass, of course, and you're not as easy to get knocked over, but you know, it's also very slow. So I've been kind of working, you know, around this physique. Let's try it a little bit more beefy this time. You can change your hide. Not really sure if that has a lot of influence on how he plays. I guess when you're really short, you don't have the range, and when you're really tall, there's more surface that they can hit you on. So I've kind of been going for, you know, an average again. So yeah, you know, put on some clothes. Now that needs a little bit of protection, and then I have to go for a couple of talents here, of course. Skills. I like to start off with this one after your standard ability. After a parry, rapidly follow with an attack. So when you use two-handers, like I like to do, it's easier after you block with your weapon. So if you parry, to then do a counter attack when you have this one. As you can see, the skill isn't actually learned yet. So you have to wait until that bar completely fills up to, you know, be able to have this skill mastered. And then the next skill will be available for learning. Yeah, so you wake up in this room. There's just a torch and a lot of boxes. You can pick up the torch, put it in your inventory, or you can drag it directly onto yourself. There's a couple of items in this room, like the shield. It's very heavy to walk around with a shield. So it will not be as easy to maneuver. There's also, let me just see, here, no, here, no, here. That's a bit of like a two-handed axe, except it's wood. But yeah, you'll it swings like an axe. And here is a more of a pin. What's it called? A metal stick. So you can swing that around, or you can be jabbing with it. And you can also, I think it was wood debris. There's many kinds of wood debris. Here you also have wood debris. I guess you could say they're just really bad version of melee weapons. Now we have 3 different ones here already. Like this is just your standard club, and a club with spikes. That actually doesn't look too bad. What's the damage on that? Oh, it has piercing on that. And then in comparison with my stake, a little less balance, but it's also longer. This one has crush and thrust. Thrust is that oh, right. Something went wrong there for a second, so I just cutted that out. But there's also the trusting ability. So yeah. Anyway, we don't really need any weapons at this moment. Because I'm gonna teach you a tactic, but I will show everything, all the weapons that I know of. There's a big metal bar. It's the size of a 200 sword, except it's just it has no cutting edge on it. In here is your first enemy, but you don't really have to fight the guy as long as you don't like agitate him. I'm about to do that. No? Okay, good. In here there's a loot box with some gamblers in. The loot boxes have every time a different item in it, so it depends on on your luck really. And I'll also show you a couple of items that are always in the location where I'll show you that they are, as far as I know, because like I said, when I made the game or started the game, I've never actually got a complete playthrough of, because there's too many times that I just make a little mistake here and there, like I talked about in the arena. There's you know, the yellow health bar. It's stamina or soft health, and that will regenerate, but the red damage won't regenerate in the story mode. You just end up yeah, you'll have to find a potion to heal that, and I haven't actually found any potions yet, so yeah, you don't want to actually fight. You just want to, you know, try not to fight, and then you know, there's enemies that you have to fight, and of course you need to fight to practice that skill, or your skills, but yeah, pick your fights wisely, I would say. As you could see in that chest, I found the bill. I really like that weapon. It's one of my favorites. It's nice long range, and it has a blade. Good balance, good damage. And also in that corner here, at the door, here there's another hammer, or 2 hammers. Hammers are what you expect from a hammer. Heavy crush, heavy impact, but you know, not good balance. Um, I'll see if I can find an area where I can show off the differences in those melee abilities. Which would be here, I guess. Like the bill, so like nice and quick, lightweight, and then you also have the hammer here, which is more of a plop, vlop. No, it's a bit slower. Then here we have a wooden stake. It's a bit of a spear, I guess. You can it has nice thrust damage on it. And then here is a two-handed axe, and this room is full of those little pikes that we found earlier, the metal pike. Here's another one of those stakes, wooden stakes. Half a chair. Can't use that to fight with. Behind this corner, as you can see, there's a lady, and again, she won't attack you if you don't run around the corner or, you know, charge at her, because it seems like you can give them a fright, and there she actually decided that she didn't like me anymore. That was interesting. So yeah, don't trust them. I mean, they're not your friends, I guess. Over here on this shelf here is a compass. So as you can see, I now have a compass showing in the bottom of my screen. Haven't really found any real use of it. That's maybe more because I don't pay much attention to, you know, north, east, south and west. And also, I mean, as soon as you turn around, yeah, just I don't really tend to count on it much. But I guess if you see somebody else makes a walkthrough video, and you know they're referring to, you know, go east after going west and then south. As you can hear, I'm not really good at using those descriptions, so yeah, I don't tend to use it much. Right, because I'm a new YouTuber, I'm not allowed to upload longer videos, so the story mode playthrough I will be uploading in videos of about 10 to 15 minutes, and yeah, so this is just the ending of my episode for today, I guess I can call it like that. Like and subscribe, maybe. Thanks for watching, guys.